Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you the pictures that I've completed in Grains of Gold by Hanna Karlzon. Now this is her compilation book, so as it says on the front there's 83 favourites, so those are from other books, and 11 new pictures. Now what that means is if you don't have a book by Hanna and you want to just try out a mix of her pictures, this is quite a good one to get. But I have done a flip through of it before I started colouring it, so you can have a look, see all the pictures in it if that's something you want to consider. But I will show you today just the ones that I have completed. So we have our little mouse on our first page. Now I tried to make him quite furry. I find fur quite difficult, but it was a good one to practice on. And we've got our gems. Now Hanna has a lot of fur, a lot of gems, a lot of people, a lot of jewellery, metal. So if those are things that are scary for you, then I can understand why you might not want to do the book. I felt very frightened of Hanna because I've put some glitter on the key for a long time, and then someone gifted me one, or I decided to just go and get one and try it, and you know, I'm getting better, not perfect, but learning and having a lot of fun learning. So here I tried to make all the gemstones the same colour, and then matched up the ribbon and the whatever that is, I don't know, just to keep it a bit more samey, and I think purple and gold goes really well, so that was part of that thinking behind that one. Now this one, she's quite a good introduction to people because she's very small. If you're worried about doing faces and things, then it's quite a good one to do, a smaller one to start with. Enjoyed doing her hair and decided to go for silver and purple for this one. I think purple goes for silver and gold. It's a very regal colour. I think it just goes with lots of metallics. There's also purple glitter pen on those stars there. So that is her. Again, haven't written my name in. It's very rare for me to write my name in a book. This one came out rather pleasingly, particularly the background. The blue owls. I'm not sure that these toadstools are the right colour because they don't feel like they're the right shade of blue. I think they would have been better in indigo or something like that, but they go with the eyes. And again, I don't think it's quite right, but never mind. We have our branches and leaves. Now the background is done with soft pastels, and I basically mixed lots of different pinks and purples together until I got a sort of nighttime look. And then I did little clusters of white to try and look like stars. These circles, I felt, because they're around the birds, they were sort of magic, so I did them in a glittery pen. In fact, I did them in the same colour as the toadstools and then went over them in a clear glitter pen. Yeah, that's how I did that one. Now this lady I wasn't quite so pleased with. I felt that I decided to do all these tattoos on her body as if she was wearing a sweater, that, you know, a high neck sweater. I thought was easier than trying to do all this as skin tone, and then the hand wouldn't stand out because it would be the same colour behind. I think it was easier. I just feel that this background colour doesn't really work, and I feel this green's a bit dark, but that's, you know, that's just me. I like her eye, and her lips are really bright, but they should perhaps match the flower. Maybe they do. It doesn't look like quite the same colour. Anyway, but you know, still practicing faces, and it's quite pale. I think because I'm not confident, I don't do them dark, but I get better. Now this one was, oh, this one's gets pastel all over me. I did this sort of beginning of Christmas season, so I wanted it to look really Christmassy, and you can see from where my light's sitting at, this is gold pan pastel. I tried a Senelia metallic pastel, and it didn't, I haven't mastered those yet. When I rub them, I seem to rub the metallic off, and it just leaves me with the base colour, whereas with the pan pastels, maybe it's the same, I just dabbed it on, It's blob, 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 blob. You can see that it's blobby because I dabbed it. And when it catches the light, it's so beautiful. But I didn't put any fixative on it. It hasn't really gone over to the other page very much. It is in the margin, but that's due to my lack of skill when I can get my eraser in there before I do this page. But it was an interesting one. And yeah, these berries, of course, I love doing. If you know me, you know I love berries, so they were good. And yeah, I spent ages. I think that's the bit I spent longest on. But I'm not very sure about the orange stand. But you know, I thought it would match, but it probably does. But anyway. That's that one. Oh, Halloweeny theme here. Whoops. So I tried something a bit different with the background on this one. So we've got our books and our cat. We've got a sparkle on all the gemstones. I just covered them with glitter pen. But the background, I tried to make it look a little bit magical by doing some sort of dark swirly bits. So I did a light pastel background first, and then I got a thick bit of pastel and went just and round and just try and make it look a bit sort of magical. I don't know if it worked or not. It was just a bit different. It's nice to have something a bit different. And lastly, we have a double page. Now this is this side was done with Derwent pencils. Oh, this side was as well, actually. I tried to match them up, but I didn't do them at the same time. So these berries here and these berries here, although they're done with pretty much the same colour, they don't look identical. I messed it up a bit. They're not exactly the same, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, her face I was quite pleased with. It does look quite pale on camera, but I can see where I've really tried to get in some darker areas for shadow and things like that. So I was getting there with faces. It took me quite a long time, and I did enjoy it actually. I rather liked her expression and her face anyway, so that helps. Sometimes they look, I don't like a sad face, you know. So that was that, and I love this little ring-tailed lemur, but I didn't do a background on either of them. I didn't really think it was necessary, to be honest. And when you've got a lemur's tail, which is almost white, there's bits of grey in there, if you start putting soft pastel or something over there, it's going to go into that tail. And so that was another reason, not although I did this page first, I was thinking it might go into the face. So yeah. So that is that book, so Grains of Gold. So yes, so as I say, if you're looking for a Hanna book and you're not sure, this is the one I would recommend, to be honest. Unless there's a specific theme that you like that you might want to buy, but look through always look at a flip through of of a new book, so that you can look at all the pictures first and decide. But yeah, this one, as I say, it's got a mix of all her books, which is quite a good way to go. So that's me for today. Thank you for watching, and happy colouring.